Hey loves, this is Bobby and I am here with my week 3 reading vlog. I can't believe it's already the third video. I am super excited that I'm actually sticking to this. Woo! So basically, I'm just gonna get caught up with what I've read this past week. I'm currently working on 4 books. That's one thing about me. I am one that can read more than one book at a time, and then since I've started doing audiobooks, it's kind of crunching in even more. I'm kind of loving it, honestly. It is amazing. I finally feel like I'm getting back on track with reading because I had been in some really bad reading slumps over the past like 2 years where I'll read maybe 2-3 books in a row and then I just won't touch anything again for about a month or so. So right now I'm doing really good, and I think it is because I really want to get these the Make Your Myth Taker readathon, and then there is another readathon that I just found out about. It's one that's based on all the 90s and stuff. I'll link that one below. It's happening on Twitter. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it sounds so cool. It's a bingo style readathon, and there's 4 different cards. One is like thriller movies that has like Scream, The Craft. I can't remember the other ones on there. And then there's one that is like I believe like high school movies, and one of them, I can't remember the other two. Had like Clueless on there. There's a lot of like, oh, and I think there one's like the family movies, like with Home Alone and stuff like that. So there's some really awesome prompts on there. So definitely check it out if you're looking for one for the month of July. So right now I am still making my way through the Faithless Hawk. Yes, the Faithless Hawk. If you watched my last video, I kept saying the name wrong because I'm still stuck on the Merciless Crow, which I loved. I am just blown away by this one as well. I do not want it to end, so I keep not reading it because I'm afraid for it to end, because I don't like to finish series, apparently. It's been an issue for me because I don't like things to end, and I don't want this to end, but I'm so excited to see where it's going because it's so good. Check it out. This comes out on July 28th. If you haven't read The Merciless Crow, like I said in every other video, I recommend it to absolutely everybody because it's amazing. The other book that I have started, this goes for because they took the rules off of the Make Your Myth Taker readathon. Before you had to go in order, now you're kind of able to jump all over the place. And I've kind of been doing that, and which doesn't kind of work out because it's taking me forever to finish my other books, but I'm kind of still digging it. I started reading Descender. This is the book for my exile trait for my character, because my character is an exiled witch. So this was the one I needed. I've just started it. I'm only a few pages in, but I'm really liking it. The art's pretty, and I managed to pick up the other 2 in the series on a live stream sale from Pulp Fiction Comics in Long Beach. I've mentioned them before. Absolutely awesome people, great selection, and I picked up the volume 2 and 3 for $5 each, and volume 3 is actually autographed, which I thought was awesome. So yeah, I'm really liking this one. I can't wait to finish it. The next one I'm doing an audiobook for, and I'm also reading along when I get a chance to, but I've been doing the audiobook on it since I had it on hold for audiobook, and it finally came through, so I've kind of been starting it. And that is Labyrinth Lost. This is for my courtier trait that I need for my character, because my witch character, my exiled witch, eventually finds her way into the royal court so that she can sneakily make her way into hopefully eventually becoming a queen. To find out more about that, you can watch the video that I talk about my actual character and everything. I want to do a full video talking and giving a full update. I'm trying to finish the Witch Path, or at least finish Faithless Hawk, so I can do an update on that, because I don't want to do so many videos on the character. I want to do a big video for the witch character, and then I'll do a separate video for all the different traits that I add on. But this is for the courtier prompt. This takes place in, I believe, Brooklyn. This has to do with a girl who is a brujeria, which is a Hispanic witch. As they say in the book, and I really loved it, is all brujas are witches, but not all witches are brujas, because that has to do with Hispanic heritage. And I'm loving this so far. The world is absolutely just beautiful. The audiobook is really cool. I really like the girl that is reading it. This is, from what I can tell so far, this seems to be LGBT. The main character, the way she talks about her best friend is she does have like a crush on her. I'm waiting in, but there's also a boy. So I'm trying to see where that's going, but she might be bisexual. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm loving that because Faithless Hawk, say I caught myself. Faithless Hawk is also LGBT plus. So, and this being Pride, and me being a member of the LGBTQ plus community, I am ace and queer. So I'm trying to get in a few of LGBT books in. So these are definitely helping. This is really cool. I'm really loving it so far. I am a Latina, so having, you know, the brujeria actually being explored is just freaking wonderful. And like I said, so far the world is awesome. I'm not too far in. I'm a little farther than that in the audiobook. I kind of keep track while I'm reading it with the book. I was listening to it earlier in the car. So yes, I recommend this so far, and I can't wait to get into it. And it's not too big, so I'm hoping I can finish that pretty fast. This other one is another audiobook that I started while I was on hold for Labyrinth Lost. I started this one years ago when it first came out, and I never finished it, and now I'm doing the audiobook and I'm really liking it, and I'm hoping I can finish the series now. And that is Winter by Marissa Meyer. Meyer. You know, I never know which way she pronounces it. But this is the final book in the, well, final book of the main part of the Lunar Chronicles series. If you haven't heard of Lunar Chronicles, honestly, where have you been? Because it's always been mentioned, and it's absolutely amazing. This is a fairy tale retelling. This is the last book in, like I said, the main series. I believe there is one other book that came out that's like a collection of short stories, and then I know there's a graphic novel series that ties in with one of the characters. But I started this like when it first came out, and then for some reason, I think it was when I got into a reading slump, I want to say, I never finished it. And since doing these, audiobooks, I'm trying to finish series that I've always meant to finish. I never meant to DNF them. It was just kind of, you know, shit happens. So I'm making my way through this one. I'm loving it so far. It's on the back burner right now since I did get the Labyrinth Lost audiobook in. So I do plan on finishing this, though. I don't know if I'll finish it this month or not, but I definitely cannot wait because I'm loving it. And I want to know what happens to these characters because I love every single one of the characters. It has one of the best villains, though. This series, the evil queen in the series, which is Lavanna, I think that's how you say her name. She was one of my favorites I've ever read, and getting back into the world, it reminds me on why I loved her so much, because she is one of those, like, she's just evil. Like, there's even a standalone spin-off that goes along with her story where you find out her background. It's called Fairest, I believe. And when I picked that one up, I got so nervous because I thought they were going to do the whole, you know, she's misunderstood, or there's a reason why she is the way she is. You know, kind of like what they did with the Maleficent movies for Disney. Maleficent was my favorite villain for Disney for the longest time because she was evil. Like, come on, the bitch went to didn't get invited to a kid's basically first birthday christening type of thing, and she kind of just cursed them. Like, I loved that. I want a villain that's a villain, and, you know, they ended up kind of giving her it's a good movies. I do like the Maleficent movies, but I want a character, you know, a villain that's a villain. Like, they don't have that, you know, redeemable qualities, and that's how Lavanna is from this series. Like, the standalone for her, you know, she doesn't get painted in a good light. Like, she's evil and she's always been evil. I definitely love it. Like I said, if you haven't checked out Lunar Chronicles, that's one of the series I definitely recommend. It's a lot of fun. It is one of the best fairy tale retelling series that I've came across, because I love fairy tale retellings, but when it comes to them, a lot of them are just really shoddy. I don't end up liking them that much. I loved every book from this series, and I'm so glad that I'm finally finishing it, because like I said, I don't know why I never did. And after all these years, I never picked it up. So that is my week 3 vlog. I'm doing pretty good. Once I get done with the 3, the Faithless Hawk, Descender, and Labyrinth Lost, I believe I have 3 more to go, which is my fairy godmother is a drag queen, and then my 2 for, I think it was 2 other ones for the queen. Might have been 1 more. I don't know. I'm kind of losing track because I've been kind of like, since I started going out of order, it messed me up a little bit, but it's not too bad. I know I have the Green Mile in there. I'm not sure if I have 1 more book or not, but I am doing, oh, The Wicked Deep. That's the other one that I'm missing, and that goes towards my witch path. And that's the one I'm doing a buddy read with my friend Emma. So yes, I'm doing really well. I'm hoping I can do this. 8 books was a lot for me, but like I said, these audiobooks are really helping me a lot, and I feel like they're really getting me back into reading, because I don't just listen to the audiobook, I do read along with it, or I'll turn the audiobook off when I do have time and I'll lay there and I'll actually like read the physical book. So yes, I am doing wonderful. So thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and take care and happy reading. Bye.